Something that I've been noticing a lot lately, both in and out of the horse world, is that there's a lot of people trying to label sensitivity as a bad thing. They'll use terms like sensitive snowflake or call people oversensitive when they're advocating for more compassionate ways of thinking. And they'll mock people by saying things like, you can't gentle parent horses, or your horse is going to walk all over you, simply because people are advocating for more empathetic ways of training. I think this exposes a problem amongst humans where people view being empathetic and more considerate of how our actions and behaviors impact others as a threat, when really it is just an opportunity to be more community minded. And with horses in particular, it's about viewing the horse as an individual with their own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and reasons behind their behavior, instead of looking at just the behavior and how it inconveniences you in training and punishing it accordingly. Horse training is in need of a serious overhaul because there's a lot of outdated methodologies, and there's also a lot of really highly harsh and abusive training methods that are normalized and shared widely online without consequence, and that people are still actively defending. And when people speak out about these harsh forms of training, the response from people participating in that type of training is often to ridicule and mock the people speaking out. And usually that ridicule and mockery involves the idea that to be empathetic and more sensitive to how your horse feels about things is to let the horse walk all over you and never set boundaries. And this simply isn't true. It also speaks for the fact that a lot of people cannot conceptualize a way to train and set boundaries without physically punishing horses, which is a huge problem in itself. The idea that the only way to set boundaries is to be harsh and overbearing and punishing is incredibly problematic, and it speaks for a very limited toolbox across many different types of horse people. Physical punishment is just a behavioral suppressant. It suppresses the behavior that you don't want to see, but it doesn't actually deal with the underlying cause of it. Punishment is one of the more studied aspects of operant conditioning across species, and consistently physical punishment is shown to increase reactivity, promote more aggression and unpredictability in the one being punished. And it also doesn't actually address why the behavior was occurring in the first place, which means that you're very likely to see fallout behavior, which is when the animal seeks out a different behavior to serve the purpose of the behavior that has been punished away. So it's not actually a solution to the problem. At best, it is a band-aid. On top of this, it eliminates the ability for horses to communicate. It also eliminates the horse's ability to communicate. Horses might misbehave to say, ouch, that hurts, I'm in pain. And if they're punished and continue to be pushed to work through this, then you could end up creating lameness problems that wouldn't otherwise be there if you'd looked deeper into the behavior as communication. Compassionate training and being less quick to go to physical punishment is not a weakness. Sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a strength. But sensitivity can certainly feel like a threat to people who want to normalize being callous and inconsiderate.